The dreams are back again.
The river runs slow.
What's in a memory? Why is it that we cling to the past so frantically, as if we'll find something new after clawing our way through the haze of adolescent retention and grown-up anxiety, trepidation? When I was a kid, I was on this constant search for the next moment of unbridled joy. When I was a kid. All these years and it seemed just like a blink. Maybe it was just an embodiment of diversion, a temporary escape from an unavoidable dilemma. We all grow out of what went before and out of each other. You can't escape what's in you.
Riley, did you clean your room like I asked you to? Time and tide wait for no man, kiddo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your dad should be here soon to pick you up.
I know.
Come here. This will get easier. I promise.
Mom, why don't you love Dad anymore? Did he do something wrong?
No, he did nothing wrong. I love your dad. I do. But sometimes things don't go the way we think they will. The way we want them to. So we change. We change because it's right that we should. It's hard to explain, but you'll understand someday. So often we see where our best interest lies. But sometimes what we see means very little compared to what we feel. Tough, but true.
Hey, bud.
I did.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. Hi, Sophia.
How are you, Elliot?
Right as rain. You?
As well as can be. What are you taking him shopping for anyway?
Thought I'd help him get a little early Christmas shopping done. Not nearly as early as my mother. You know, she'd get her shopping done in
June. I remember.
You've been wearing that a lot lately. It's Jeff's. Isn't it? I've seen him wear it too.
Jeff, let me borrow it. It's comfy and I like it. That's all. That's all there is, Elliot. Nothing more. You remember, we have a friend of the court meeting next Thursday.
Of course. How could I forget our friends of the court?
Just have him back by 9. All right? I don't want him out late.
Ready?
Ready.
Good luck, goodwill.
Good fortune, not ill. Dad, what are you looking for?
You know that nice blue and yellow sweater your mom's always wearing?
You mean Jeff's sweater?
I think it'd make a nice gift. Don't you think? She's always wearing it. I think she'd like a nice one of her own for her birthday. Well, that was definitely kicking the nads.
Joey at school said that your dad's on.
Never mind what Joey at school says. And please don't repeat that back to your mother.
Dad, do you think I'm cool?
Why would you ask me something like that? Everything okay, kiddo? Of course you're cool. The coolest thing about you is that you don't even know it.
My father once told me this story about how he met my mother. He was only 11 when he was asked to help deliver flowers for the local flower shop. He hated it, but he made some extra money for movies and comics. One of the houses he helped deliver to was my mother's. Her older sisters were always getting flowers, but never her. One day my father decided to buy my mother daisies and deliver them to her. She was as flattered as an 11-year-old girl could ever be. They went to summer camp together that year. Another boy took an interest in my mother, and so my father took it upon himself to start a fight. In the midst of it, my father fell down a small ravine and broke his arm. Being a child, my mother was charmed. As he lay there in that ravine before the ambulance came to take him away, she leaned down and gave him his first kiss. Sometimes I imagine that when my father returned home from camp that summer, he saw his own bedroom with new eyes. Something had changed. I guess the room probably looked smaller somehow, not so much a place to come to as a place to leave. I think my father realized he was growing into his delivery job, and some bitter voice inside cried out against it. Cried, no. No. No.
Wait!
Wait, what?
My lucky necklaces. I think they're gone.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do about it? Riley, if they're gone, they're gone.
No, they have to be back there somewhere. You have to help me find them.
Look, I don't know if you've noticed, but this place is the size of a small city. Now, if you drop them somewhere, the chances of us finding them are slim to none. Now, I'm sorry, bud, but...
But it's important. Those are the lucky necklaces you gave me.
Okay, well, I'll buy you new ones, and then those can be important to you.
It's not the same. I don't want new ones. I want the old ones.
Well, then you should have thought about that, and you should have taken better care of them, because they're gone now and they're not coming back. Look, we don't have time for this. The stores only stay open for so long, and we don't have time for you to run through your little tantrum.
This isn't fair!
Well, life's not fair, Riley. Riley, come on.
No, I don't want a stupid new necklace. I want the old ones. I'm not going with you. You said I could trust you, but you're a liar.
What?
You said if I had my necklaces, that I would be lucky and I could trust you. But now you say you could just buy me new ones? That means you're not really lucky.
Riley, I didn't mean...
Shut up!
Hey! Don't talk to me like that.
You only think about yourself. You said you wouldn't leave me, but you did. You don't live with me anymore because you're a liar and a stupid promise breaker.
Riley, keep speaking to me like that and I actually will break something.
I hate you! I want Mom.
Get in the car, son. Excuse me. Could I just, I just need your help.
Okay. How can I help you?
I need to know if you have a sweater. Well, actually, it's a sweater jacket thing.
A hoodie?
Yeah. Sort of. Yes. Yes. It's yellow and blue and it's made of fleece.
We might have it in a different color.
No! No, it needs to be yellow and blue and made of fleece.
Sir, just calm down. We might not have the exact one you're looking for, but we do have a selection on this rack with...
What, this? This? I searched already! Don't you think I've already searched?
I'm just...
No. Tell me if they have it. Tell me, goddammit!
Sir, please!
No. You don't get to tell me anything. This is for my wife. Just tell me where I can find it, because I need to buy my wife a birthday present.
Come on, Daddy.
Jesus.
That long car ride, those quiet, broken-hearted flashes of grief have never left me. It was as if waking in the morning to bad news and wishing you never left the bed in the first place. I looked at my father in those moments and understood, through the eyes of a child, that he had been reduced to a sweater. It was a last thread of hope which, if attained, would perhaps save him. But it's never that simple, is it? Like bad news in the early morning, it should only come in the afternoon. Everything leaves a bruise in the morning.
it's kicking in ads.
I used to come here with my cousin, Andrew, when I was a kid. Andrew, he loved the water. He used to get out here with this old beat-up kayak, and he'd paddle down the river for hours. See, Andrew understood something that I just couldn't back then. The waters, they started off small, usually in a brook or a stream. Eventually the brook flows into the river, and after a short while, the river runs slow. Sometimes it loses and feels despair. It flows into the sea. The waves crash and break upon the shore, and time moves on, and the river runs slow. After a while, we'd be ready to head back, but the river kept drawing Andrew back. One time, I whined to my dad, "Can't we go? He'll ride the rivers forever." He smiled and laughed. I said, "Don't we all?" Don't we all? I'm trying to remember a poem that your grandma used to say all the time. Your mom knows it. Something about a boy and his horse. It's Swedish. I can't seem to remember it. It's been too many years. Just a blink. You'll agree someday. As you get older, everything gets bigger. Except you. We're all strangers, just passing through, kiddo. My dad used to quote, "For I am a stranger with thee, and a sojourner. Spare me that I may gain strength before I go hence. Before I go hence and become no more." Something from the Bible. Can't remember where. I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier.
I'm sorry I said I hate you. I promise I don't really hate you.
I know.
I hate Jeff.
Do me a favor, son. Don't hate him. I can't promise you that I won't find someone else to make me happy, to fall in love with, because that wouldn't be fair to you. But we have those videos of us in the attic. Remember those? You, me, and your mom. I think about those sometimes. It's all just words and images. But if you're ever feeling lost and alone, they're there for you. Burned in memory. You shouldn't hate anyone, son. Hate is a strong word. And life is a long time. People like Jeff are a lot like you. They have moms and dads, maybe even sisters and brothers. And they were little like you. They have hearts.
Does it work like yours or mine?
Hearts are tough, Riley. Most times they don't break. Most times they only bend.
Found it.
Go ahead, take it. No, really, it's free. Go ahead, take it. Don't ever turn down for free in this world, kid. There's not much of that going around anymore. Oh, that's a fine sweater. Is your dad going to buy it for your mother?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell by the looks of him, they must love each other very much.
They're getting a divorce.
Ah.
What's this mean?
Oh, the peace and love bit? I got that out of a book some time ago. You read much?
A little.
Well, someday when you're a little older, I recommend that you read a book called Farewell Summer by Ray Bradbury. It's a sequel. People like that sort of thing.
What's it about?
Well, it's about a boy, much like you. A boy that's just drifting through the what we call halcyon days of youth. Mr. Bradbury postulates that life is like a fancy relay race, full of the youth and vitality that doesn't last forever and that we only have for a short time. He writes that adults can only be rescued when they hand off the baton to the next generation, and along with it, all the wisdom of love that goes with it.
That's stupid.
Oh? Why is that stupid?
Because adults don't need to be rescued.
No, never.
You ready?
Yeah.
My father once asked me, how come when you're young, you never want to sleep, and that's all you do, and when you're old, that's all you want, and you can't? I never did have an answer for him.
Well, how do you too? How was he today?
Fine. Just fine. He misses home, you know. Home is
where you make it, Elliot. What's that?
This is This is for you. I've seen you wearing it so much, I thought you might like to have one of your own. It took a long time to search for it, and it was really hard to find, but I just thought you'd like to wear one of your own. Happy birthday.
Thank you. You know this doesn't change anything. It can't.
I know. I know. I just needed to feel like I tried. Hey, what's that poem your grandma used to recite to you? You know, the Swedish one about the horses and queens? I tried to tell Riley, but I couldn't remember.
Rider rocker. Horse is named Queen Blanca. Oh, little night, sweet and dear. Riding spurs, still to appear. When you've won them at last, childhood's peace shall be past. Rider rocker, horse is named Queen Blanca. Small lad with shining blue eyes, royal crown shall be your prize. When you've won it at last, peace of you shall be past. Rider rocker, horse is named Queen Blanca. Once grown, not hugs of mothers bring you joy, but another's. when you've won them, at last, manhood's peace shall be past. She sang for her small dear of life's great adventure, and smiled with a tear, Lady Blanca of Namur. And when King Hakan had achieved spurs, kingdom and bride so sweet, he remembered sadly childhood's melody.
You know, I used to think reality was something you became when you got older. But what's the point of childhood if it leads to this? You lose your innocence when you get older. We all know that. But do you have to lose hope?
Just because you stop believing in it doesn't mean it goes away.
Goodbye, Sophia.
Goodbye, Elliot. Thank you for the gift.
Eventually, all memories fade and dull with time. Words and images of days long past now become only moments, perfect ghosts which exist more frequently in memory than in life. All those I've loved and lost are now echoes in the caves and forests of my youth. Echoes always come back as long as life-giving breath remains to call out to them.
Waves crash, time passes, and we ride on the rivers forever.
My father understood this. It is not what lingers on within a memory that surprises us, but rather how much of that reflection is built around something so small and unnoticed at the time. It is here, within these seemingly insignificant elements, that we find truth, beauty, and hope. That's something you never have to lose.
Dad, did she like it?
No. She loved it. Good luck, goodwill.
Good fortune, not ill. Dad,
Yes, son?
I had a good day.
Me too.